Hello, welcome to Telling It Like It Is, athletics update. Frustrating week last week. I know we said we'd take 3-3 and we went 4-2. But when you start out 4-0 and you're winning game 5 and 6 of the week versus the Yankees, 4-2 doesn't cut it, especially when you live here in New York and you know many annoying Yankee fans. And we outplayed them, had the lead almost the whole weekend, and lost 2 out of 3. But those games are, again, a sign of things to come. That also led into Monday night. For me, the issue in the last 7 or 8 years of this franchise has been man on third, less than 2 out. We have sucked at it. Our approach is dog shit. It is terrible. It has always been terrible. For example, last night's game, Cannon takes a bad approach on a breaking ball. First pitch, you don't hit the pitcher's pitch until you have 2 strikes. First pitch, breaking ball with first and second, 2 out. We don't get it done. First pitch, swinging at a breaking ball. Next inning, Laureano, first pitch. Before Laureano, Olson swinging at breaking balls. Got to shorten up, got to make contact, got to do the right thing. And we just didn't do it. And so, again, man on third, less than 2 out. And we have so many fans on the Oakland A's websites, on Facebook. They have the groups, passionate fans, and they want Bush fired. And I've never liked Bush's approach, so I have to agree with them on this. I'd like to get Chili Davis back. I think he is available. But our approach, that's just a hitting philosophy. It's awful. So for a team that prides itself on taking pitches and working up pitch counts, why all of a sudden, hey, if you get a fastball, men on base, you want to jump on the first pitch, I'm all in. But last night we did it when it was the guy's first pitch we saw. It was his first pitch of his outing. We don't want to do that. But again, the A's time and time again, horrendous at this. So last week we beat up on the hapless Angels, who, gotten back to 500 now. We take care of the Yanks, thank God for Tony Kemp. And then, we get up, get a nice little lead. Saturday we lose a 4-0 lead. And this is like the 5th time this year we've lost a 4-0 or 4-1 lead. And then Sunday, just the atrociousness. First and second, nobody out, with Murph, who hadn't had a hit until his home run last night. Hadn't had a hit in about 15 at-bats before that. Got first and second, no out. Chapman, who clearly hurt his finger, the trainer even came out, and then proceeds to throw 8 straight balls, and then throws another ball to Murph. So that's 9 straight obvious finger problems. We bail him out. I type into one of my friends there on the Facebook A's page, got to keep Murph out of 2 here. Unbeknownst to me, he hits into a triple play, and I got to be honest, they had him by 1.5 feet. They maybe could have got a 4th out. Just horrendous approach at the plate. Excuse me. And then last night, again, same approach. You get in that Texas bullpen. We got a chance to get right back in this game, make this thing 5-3, 5-4. And then, of course, Montas gives it up. Montas gives up a lot of go for balls. Speaking of go for balls, Jesus Luzardo, Mr. Go for Ball, gave it up the other day over the weekend. And we sent him down, and they got to fix him, because I just can't believe. I mean, I know Jesus isn't calling the pitches, so why with 2 strikes do we just feel the need to throw harder? I'd like to remind him, he doesn't throw as hard as Jacob deGrom. He throws 95, 96. Throwing harder doesn't work. Need to get some guys out with 2 strikes. And again, Yankees 2 over the weekend. 2 strike hits. Horrendous. Last night, Rangers get a 1-0 count with men on base when it's 5-2. 3-run homer. Now, there's an approach. A 1-0 count, you're going to get a fastball maybe. And if you don't, you get your pitch. Your pitch. Very common sense. For all those of you who didn't play baseball or didn't coach it or don't umpire it, done all 3, the approach is everything. And to sit there and say, well, that's just negative of you, is BS. All right, it's telling it like it is. I don't give a shit whether you think it's negative or not. It's actually accurate. The approach is everything. I'm not hitting a breaking ball on 1-0. I'm getting the pitch I want. If he puts a coat on the hanger, yeah, maybe I'll bang it out of the park. But you know what? I'm getting my pitch. And the A's, again, last night, no discipline at the plate. It was horrendous. It looked like, a spring training game. We just threw it away. And already we're in 2nd place. And the worst part about it is, and everybody keeps saying, well, we're in 1st place. Well, now that bullshit is gone. And the other thing is, if you look at the wild card this year, you better rely on a division, because the wild card is going to require about a 580 winning percentage. And as of now, we're only a game and a half up, or else we'd be out of the wild card. 2 games up, I think. So the thing is, we're a first wild card now, not much ahead of the second wild card, and there is no third wild card this year. So to sit here and be this false sense of security about the A's performances is just not there. Matt Chapman is second in the league in strikeouts. Again, he's gotten hot, but again, striking out left and right. Pinch hitting last night. I mean, we pinch hit, and I agree we want to get a lefty up there, but he's been nothing but an out. So we get him up there. He doesn't get the job done either. So it's been bad. But at the same time, we had a 6-game winning streak, or 7-game winning streak, and a 13-game winning streak. So we've had a 7 and a 13, and the Astros, the minute we fault up, they pass us, which means the Astros have been just as hot as we have. And let's face it, 1 through 9, they're a better team. I believe we have better pitching than them. The only difference is, will they spend at the deadline? Which brings me to my next point. We've been looking at Cruz. That is the guy I wanted. I want Scherzer, I want Cruz, and we need another cheap arm out of the bullpen. And like I've said to you all along, and I was right, and that's why this show is a great podcast. I told you that the Twins would be looking to dump. Cruz is on the Twins. Period. Told you that Colorado would be looking to dump. Stories on Colorado Rockies. They're interested in getting rid of guys. This year, every team lost money last year, with the exception of the Mets owner, who did not own the team yet. Everybody will be looking to save money, unless you're a really young team. An older team who thought they might have had some success this year, who doesn't have any, is looking to sell. That's Colorado. That's California, some checks, and it's also the Twins. Those are just 3 to start out with. Okay, the Marlins, probably not looking to dump. Okay? Orioles, probably not looking to dump. I think they knew they'd be at the bottom. Texas, though, Gibson, good pickup. Not bad. Gallo, good pickup, maybe. I mean, I like Moreland's at bats, but he's just not producing. I know I'm going to get a professional effort out of him, so I respect that, but not producing at all. Our bullpen, we still need some help there, but Cruz would be a great addition. I'd like a lefty bat, but we can't be that big. We can't be that choosy right now, and Cruz is just a hitting machine. If you could sandwich Olsen between him and, say, Laureano, or if Chapman gets hot, this would be great. I mean, but we do need another bullpen arm, and I really hope that Luzardo would have been good at it, and Puck should be back. But we get Diego out of the minors. I'm hoping that this minor league guys between Puck, Luzardo, and now Diego could get us some quality depth in our pen. Pettit, Diekman, and Trevino done a solid job. I'd like to get Wendelken back to pitch in the way he's capable of pitching. But I feel like we could do this. But again, we just, the approach last night and the approach in games like the Yankee game on Sunday is just inexcusable. And blowing a 4-0 lead to the Yankees, which was another big problem of ours, we never add on. Adding on is like foreign to us. Like, we just won't do it. As far as the baseball situation goes, again, we're checking pitchers. I'm watching them check Jacob deGrom yesterday. I mean, what a joke. I mean, this is like me chaperoning the prom. I don't want to check the kids' bags. It's such crap. So, for years we didn't check the players' bats until Sammy Sosa's bat actually broke and it was corked. We don't check their body armor. We don't check the fact that the ballpark has shrunk. We don't check the fact that the ball has been more live. We don't check we don't check the fact you're not allowed to pitch inside, or else like you're offending somebody. So all the advantages. Finally, Major League Baseball sees pitchers finding out ways to recover. I guess it's a stupid ass launch angle. If you throw the ball up in the zone, launch angle's only hitting it straight up in the air. It's not going to go out of the park. Mike Fiers is living proof. Guy throws 88 miles an hour, just throws really high in the zone. He's out right now. He could use the steadiness of Mike Fiers, but launch angle. So people find out between the shift and launch angle and the player's unwillingness to hit the ball the other way, you can get guys out. Major League Baseball crying about it. So they gotta appease the fan that doesn't really give a crap and thinks that 9-8 is the only game that matters. Well, 1-0 is just as good as 9-8, but the powers that be like to sabotage their own game. They messed with the ball several years ago. The year after Trinan had a great year. Next year the ball was slippery. Same thing with the Mets closer, former Seattle closer. He had the same problem, and it's a big problem. So MLB is hamstringing itself. But the A's, again, we said we'd take 3-3, so we have to be happy with 4-2. But geez, when you're 4-0 and you have other 2 games in hand, especially 4-0, and you win in 1-0, Manaea is looking good. Just very frustrating to not at least get that game tied on Sunday. And last night was just a disgrace to come out and spot a team 5 with all that. First and third, 1 out. We got a chance to get it to 5-3. We don't do it. Just horrendous at bats. And Olson's been our best player all year, so it's hard to criticize him when he misses. But I haven't seen Ali have a bad at bat in a while, and that was one of the few he had. But we got to be better. And this week, big week here. We've lost one already. We got 3 more with the Rangers, and then we got to go play the Giants. Interleague this year is not really favorable for us, playing the Dodgers, Padres, the Giants. Obviously, the Rockies are in there as well. So it's a tricky situation. So that's going to be interesting. So again, Giants, Dodgers. We already played the Dodgers. Already played the Padres. Already played the Rockies. And now we got the Giants coming in. So this should be really interesting. And of course, we have a lot. This is the first time we've seen the Rangers. We get the Mariners, the Angels, the Rangers, and the Astros. All right, in our division. And in the West, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. All right, so I don't know. I'm glad we got rid of the Dodgers, like I said, and the Padres. But the Giants are going to be a pain. Giants are playing good baseball, and it's always a rivalry series. But I'd like to take a look at Mr. Scherzer, who's up after this year, and Mr. Cruz, Mr. Gibson. I'll look at Trevor Story if I have to. Jed Lowry has been really bad. And we need some bullpen help. Go get some arms. There's plenty of arms out there to go and look at. Look at the Angels roster. The Angels will be out of it in a couple of weeks by then. All right, the deadline comes up quick. The deadline is, what is it, a month and 10 days away? So it's not that far off, and we need to get back on the right track tonight. Irvin needs to give us a quality start, and hopefully we can get right back on, in the good graces, and get back to the right track. Hopefully this week we can get a 4-3 week. I would settle for that, but we're already 0-1 on the week, so now we need a 4-2 week, and the Giants are 3 of those games. That is not going to be easy. But we got to be ready to go, and get back 7 road games this week, which is nice. We finally get those road number up, and we've had a better record on the road, but really got to pick it up. All right, so for the A's fans, keep the faith out there. I got my Eckersley jersey on today. Well, not my jersey, my T-shirt, and my old Oakland A's yellow hat here. So hopefully we can get a 4-3 week and see where we go. We're already 0-1. But last night I didn't want to come on being that pissed off and do a podcast, so that wouldn't be good. But we do need a better approach at the plate, and we do need to spend a dime here down the stretch and make sure that we take advantage of what's out there, because there are some good ball players out there. So that's all for this week. Tell them like it is, and Oakland A's edition, and we'll catch you soon. Later.